What's going on, everyone? AJ Levitt here from the UpNexa YouTube team. Thank you so much for coming back to the UpNexa YouTube channel. In today's video, we have another Clover POS how-to. In today's edition of Clover POS how-to, we're going to be going over how to add a kitchen printer to your Clover POS, along with troubleshooting any printer issues like the printer disconnecting, stuff like that. So just wanted to start off with this. Your kitchen printer is going to be your order printer, right? So it's pretty self-explanatory. We're going to be starting from the home screen of your Clover POS system like always, and we're going to be navigating over to the printers app, which changes depending on how your system is set up. But you want to look for this app right here, printers. Once we click on printers, it's going to show you your receipt printer on top and any order or label printers underneath that. Now, as you can see, we do not have any order printers, so we're starting completely from scratch here. So as always, we're going to click our green plus sign right here on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Once you click on the green plus sign, it's going to give you three options. We have receipt printer, order printer, and label printer. For this video, we're going over order printer. Now, if you have your order printer successfully connected to the internet through an Ethernet cord, very, very important here. You have to remember, your POS and your order printer, whether it be at the kitchen, at the bar, wherever that kitchen printer is, it needs to be on the same internet network as your POS system. If it is not on the same internet network as your POS system or vice versa, this printer will not show up here. So please ensure that your Ethernet cord is plugged into the same router your system is connected to, either via Wi-Fi or Ethernet. Now, once you have your printer here, if it doesn't show up right away, a good helpful tip is hitting this little circle sync button right here. Tap that a bunch of times and usually give it a minute, and the order printer will show up. Now that your order printer is successfully showing up on your POS, you're going to click on star SP700. Now, once that's clicked, that is not all you have to do. You are not done at the moment. Now, the next step is making sure that it says online. That is key. Now we click on the POS, on the printer. And first thing I like to do is send a print test receipt. This will ensure that the printer is connected properly, and then you can gauge the speed at which, how fast the ticket printed out. You're going to be looking for this ticket right here, test print. And if it takes a while, you probably just might need to restart your router or unplug the Ethernet cord and plug that back into the kitchen printer. Now, once we have the kitchen printer successfully printing, now we're going to make sure that there is a label attached to your printer. What a label means in the world of Clover is where the item will print. And you can have multiple labels set up for multiple printers attached to multiple items. So you just want to make sure that your label, which is located right here on the bottom left, is checked off. So we make sure it's checked off for kitchen, for example, and then click save. After you have your printer successfully connected to the POS system, I always like to just send an actual order through it. So we're going to hit the home button, we're going to go over to register, we're going to throw in a set of chicken tacos, throw some modifiers in there so you can see how everything is printing. Make sure you hit done and then click save. This POS is set up to fire to the kitchen when save is tapped. As you can see, as soon as we click on save, the kitchen printer is starting to make that noise that all restaurant owners know very well. So now we just double check the correct item printed at the correct place. And now we know that the kitchen printer is successfully connected to the Clover POS. So now that we have our kitchen printer successfully connected to the Clover POS system, you can also go into the app inventory. Once you click on the app inventory located on the home screen, it's going to take you to the screen where it shows all of your items there. You just simply want to make sure that the items are attached to the correct label. Again, the label just tells the POS system which printer to send the item to and what items get sent to what printers. So just to show you how to connect an item to a label, just click on any of your items that you're working on, scroll down to the bottom right here, over to labels, click on that blue pencil, and make sure that the label you want the item to print at is green. Then hit apply and then click save. Perfect. So now we have the item successfully attached to the label, we have our printer successfully connected to the POS, and the label successfully added to the actual kitchen printer. Now this does happen pretty often with the kitchen printers, especially if you don't have the best internet network, if you don't have the best internet connection, you have a lot of devices, so on and so forth. So let's say that the kitchen printer is no longer printing the items from that the POS system sends over to the printer. Very easy to troubleshoot. Just go over to printers. What I like to do is click on the printer, especially if it says connect failure right here. You just want to click on the printer, hit the trash can on the top right hand corner, and delete that printer. Now, just like in the beginning of the video, we're going to click on the green plus sign. We're going to click on order printer and make sure that the star SP700 or whatever the order printer is showing up on here. If the printer is not showing up on the printers app on the Clover POS system, for example, that just means that that printer is not connected to the internet network. So if it is, it'll show up right on here, and you just simply click on here again, click on the printer one more time, and hit print test receipt. Again, if your printer is not showing up on that screen, that just means it's not connected to the internet. A great place to start with that is restarting your Wi-Fi router, your internet router, plugging it back in, and then following the same steps in these videos.